This can last about a full day for you. Surprising, right? Well, I have researched a lot since these watches are just in pre-orders, but we have to know about them before even pre-ordering our own Galaxy Watch 6 Classic. By looking at the Watch 5 and Watch 5 Pro battery life, it seems like we can draw a real conclusion how long will this thing last. There will be two main things I will share, and the last one will explain how you can increase the battery life on your Galaxy Watch 6 Classic. Samsung obviously gave us the concrete numbers, where if you turn off your always on display, your watch will last about 40 hours. And if you turn it on, it will last about 30 hours. Now hear me out. Samsung gave us similar numbers with the base model Watch 5, where they claimed about 50 hours with 410 mAh battery. Surprisingly, Watch 6 Classic comes with a much bigger display and less bezels and slightly bigger battery, 425 mAh. Now upon testing Watch 5, it lasts about 1 to 1.5 day, depends on the usage. And yes, the always on display turned off, but the other features are still enabled, including fitness tracking, heart rate monitoring, and auto brightness. Now looking at the Watch 5 numbers, it is easy to say Watch 6 Classic will get the similar numbers in terms of battery. Let me explain why. Some people do say it comes with a slightly bigger battery and much power efficient processor, which is obviously a new Exynos W930 processor, but you guys should know that Watch 6 Classic comes with the brightest display from Samsung. It can top up to 2000 nits peak brightness, which will quickly eat up your battery if you work mostly outside. This was not the case with the Watch 5 because it came with only 1000 nits peak brightness. Now in the real world use, you don't go outside all the time realistically, and looking at the numbers from Samsung, where they gave Watch 5 50 hours and Watch 6 40 hours, you can easily find your answer. Similar battery numbers but slightly less because of a bigger display. Even looking at the Watch 5 Pro numbers, as it came with a much bigger battery, Samsung claims about 80 hours on full charge, which is doubled in the Watch 6 Classic. But this is how it works. If you turn off your always on display and you don't use much of a GPS feature, then you can end up having this much battery. But if you use both, it can only last about 2 full days. Which means we can get at least 1 day of battery life out of the Watch 6 Classic with all the features turned on. Now, if you want to save up some battery, you can do a couple of things. First, as mentioned from Samsung, turn off the always on display. If you're at home, turn off your GPS tracking. One useful thing you can do if you go outside a lot, don't turn on auto brightness. Turn it off and set the minimum brightness level where you can see the display. This way it cannot get fully bright at 2000 nits, but obviously if you get a feature, why would you not use it? Well, just to save up some battery. You can also put on your power sync mode after it reaches 20%, that way it can last even longer. Samsung also claims 30 minutes of charge will give you 45% of the battery life with the 10-watt fast charger. Even more interesting, they claims 8 minutes of charge for your Galaxy Watch 6 Classic can last about 8 hours, which is a little bit surprising and totally depends on how you use your watch. This is important for everyone. If you charge your Galaxy Watch every single day, Watch 6 Classic got you covered. With some little tweaks, you can even run more than a day. But don't compare this with the last year Watch 5 Pro. It's a way ahead due to a bigger battery. With that said, if you're confused between Watch 6 Classic and Watch 5 Pro, then you should watch this video, and I hope you guys are subscribed. I'll see you next time. Till then, peace out.